Hello there guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to a brand new video, and I want to apologize for not doing a live watch along for the Arsenal game because I've been very busy this week and I had a bit of a headache, so I just couldn't do any videos about Arsenal. But yeah, I'm feeling better today, so hopefully this work and th- just not feeling well will not stop me from doing the live watch along for the FA Cup final, which is today at Wembley Stadium, and I'm looking forward to that one. But tomorrow is going to be more exciting than that because Chelsea women are in the Champions League. UEFA Women's Champions League final for the first time, so I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. Imagine if both the Chelsea men and women win the trophy this weekend. If Chelsea men win the FA Cup final and the Chelsea women win the UEFA Women's Champions League final, that would be absolutely amazing. But today is the FA Cup final. Tomorrow is the Champions League final. So I'm looking forward to these two. So yeah, the Arsenal game. I saw the highlights, and I'm going to talk about this one before I move on into today's video. And I'm not sure how long it takes, but you guys have to forgive me. So the Arsenal game. I've watched the highlights and I said the key points if we want to be title contenders this season, it is score enough goals, defend really well, and not make stupid mistakes. Look what happened against Arsenal. 1-0. 1-0. And you know why they scored? It's because of the mistakes. The first, I'm not going to blame Jorginho and Kepa for this one. I'm going to blame Kurt Zuma because I don't know why he always likes to pass the ball backwards. This is the similar thing against Liverpool when we've lost 2-0. This is sort of the same thing. We always like to pass the ball backwards. And you know that when we pass the ball backwards to Kepa, he will make an error that leads to goals. And that's what I keep on saying. Why do we always like to pass the ball backwards? Why can't we not pass it forwards? Because when you make errors like that, you know what the opposition would do. They will get the ball, assist to the player, and who will get a tap in. And that's what happened against us at Stamford Bridge. If that didn't happen, then we kept a clean sheet. But I'm so disappointed as well that Chelsea were not clean enough in the final third. Look at the chances. Kai Havertz had the chance. Mason Mount had the chance. I just don't get it. If I did a live watch along, my prediction would have been 2-0. But this game could have been 6-0, just like the Real Madrid game. But we're not clinical in the final third. I keep on saying this time and time and time again. I keep on saying this. This is why I keep on telling my friends who are Chelsea fans that we need to buy a striker this season. Someone who can be like Robert Lewandowski, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. This is the type of player that we need. But so far, we haven't got that player. Now, I've been hearing the news that Chelsea are getting close to signing Erling Haaland, and I want Chelsea to sign him because he will definitely improve in the final third. I saw the game against Leipzig in the DFB Pokal final, and the way he did that skill up against Upamecano was absolutely brilliant. We need someone like him because he can definitely improve in the final third. He can score a lot of he can score like like a brace or maybe a hat trick for Chelsea. If he can do it against Dortmund, then I'm confident we can do it against Chelsea. But we need someone, yeah, who can help him get those goals because he cannot do it all alone. He needs someone to help him. That's what we need to do next season. We need to sign a striker and player who can help Erling Haaland score because right now we are awful going forward. The defense, we were not that great, but that was only 1-0. We would never lost this game if we were clinical in the final third, but we're not. And that's why when we don't score enough goals, we feel a bit scared. That's why that Arsenal game it could have been 6-0 like last season, but it didn't because we let Arsenal to win by not clinical enough. It's just unbelievable. So yes, that 1-0. Arsenal do the double for Chelsea for the first time in their title season, and they've also beaten Chelsea at Stamford Bridge for the first time in 9 years. It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. I'm so disappointed. I was confident that we can beat Manchester City, and look what happened. We did that. So I also was confident, that we can beat Arsenal. But look at that. Why can't we beat City and not beat Arsenal? This is what I don't get. I really don't get. Thomas Tuchel said that in his interview that he made a mistake. He realizes that he should have made 7 changes to this game. So yeah, Thomas Tuchel can take some of the blame for that loss against Arsenal, but I'm not gonna be well angry because at least not deluded or like Mikel Arteta says, oh you know what, I made the right changes, the performance not good enough. At least he realizes that he shouldn't make 7 changes to this game. It should be the same players that played against Manchester City. So yes, Thomas Tuchel, don't make that mistake again. And for this game today against Leicester City, he has to put out the best starting lineup for me. He has to, because he want to win the FA Cup and the first silverware since 2 years. He has to put on the best starting lineup, and I'll get to that in just a few minutes. But yeah, disappointed, but we move on for today's game. And this is a match preview for Chelsea versus Leicester City. And the game kicks off today at 5:15 p.m. UK time at Wembley Stadium. Now, I thought the game would kick off at 5:30, but they've changed the time. So it kicks off at 5:15. So I'm looking forward to this game today. And yeah, like I said before, can Chelsea win the silverware for the first time in 2 years? Because normally it's like every season that we win trophies. Last season we could have won the FA Cup, but like I said before, it was Lampard, the defense, and the VAR, the referee as well, that cost us this loss. If the defense did really well, and if we put on our best performances, and if the VAR would have gone also for Chelsea's way, then I believe we could have won the FA Cup. But because of that stupid VAR, the referee that mostly blame me for this, that's how we've lost. So hopefully today we will not lose another FA Cup final against Leicester City. And to be honest with you, I'm a little bit scared because this season they could be in the Champions League, and the way they beat in Manchester United on Tuesday night, that's why I'm a little bit scared. But I'm confident that we can go to Wembley Stadium and beat Leicester and crown FA Cup champions. I'm confident because if you look at Thomas Tuchel, when he faced Pep Guardiola twice, he beat them. Zidane beat them. And got a draw. Jurgen Klopp beat them. Jose Mourinho, these stats, were really good. And that's why I'm confident that Thomas Tuchel can beat Brendan Rodgers because he's still a tactical masterclass, even though we've lost against Arsenal. So yes, I'm looking forward to the FA Cup final today, and I know you guys will as well. So yeah, the good news is no players are injured. Kovacic is back. He's back. So yes, I'm glad to see him back because we missed him. Because to be honest with you, Jorginho was awful against Arsenal, and I want him to be rested for this game today. Now the two pivot. I'm not sure if Thomas Tuchel will put Jorginho and Kovacic as the two pivots, or Kovacic and Kanté as the two pivots, because normally these two players worked really well when they play each other in the pivot or the midfield. So I'm really not sure. But we'll wait and see later today. We'll wait and see. So yes, it's time for my predicted lineup for the FA Cup final later today. So, starting off in goal, for this one, I think you guys will like this, but I think I'm going to put Kepa Arrizabalaga because even though he done that mistake, he made a few saves for Chelsea. But that mistake, and for that game against Arsenal, I didn't get why he started. I really didn't get that. You know, if he starts this game, then he should have not started the Arsenal game because Thomas Tuchel should realise that Mendy is our number one, not Kepa. Kepa can do really well in cup games, but not in the Premier League because he always makes mistakes. if you know what I mean. So for this one, for this cup final, I'm going to put in Kepa. If Thomas Tuchel starts Mendy, then I'll be really happy. But for this one, I'll put in Kepa, even though I know you guys don't like it. That is my opinion. Just let me know in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with the lineup. So yeah, Kepa starts in goal. Now we move on into a back three. For this one, the back three for me has got to be Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Azpilicueta. Kurt Zuma, he was awful, yes, in the game against Arsenal. The way he just let pass the ball to Jorginho and let Kepa down the mistake was awful. Like, I mean, when he played that position against West Brom, he was the worst. You know, if you want to start Kurt Zuma, play him as a centre back, not as the right centre back, because that position doesn't suit him. It's only Azpilicueta that plays well in that position as the right centre back. So for this one, I'm going to drop Zuma on the bench and start Azpilicueta for this one. I thought Rudiger and Thiago Silva was average today. They had good performances against Arsenal and they had the worst. But yeah, but I'll still put in Thiago Silva there because he wants Chelsea to win that trophy, and he needs to put in one of the best defensive performances against Leicester City later today. So for me, Thiago Silva starts as the centre back. So that is my back three. Now we move on into the wing backs. For this one, Ben Chilwell and Reece James. Ben Chilwell was a bit bad against Arsenal, but that he but I thought he improved a little bit better in the second half because the way we just had those chances that didn't put them in the back of the net was awful. But Reece James as a right wing back, as always, he does really well. You know, I thought he was an okay player, but average still. So I think both of them were average against Arsenal, but I still believe they could do really, really well against Leicester City. I'm hoping and I know they can do it. So let's hope these two can also put on their best performance in the FA Cup final. Now, the two pivots. So, like I said before, I'm not sure if Thomas Tuchel will put Kovacic and Jorginho as the two midfielders, or Kovacic and Jorginho, no, Kovacic and Kante as the two pivot. But for this game, I'm going to put in Kovacic and Kante as the two midfielders because I cannot see Jorginho start this game the way he done that mistake. Like I said, I won't blame him, but he's part of the reason why Arsenal scored because he passed the ball backwards to Kepa Arrizabalaga, and that led to an error. So yeah. Like I said, the good news is that Kovacic is back, so hopefully him can do much more better than Jorginho in the game against Arsenal, if you know what I mean. And I know that Kante can do really well in the FA Cup, like he did against Man City in the FA Cup semi-final. The way he won the ball back and started counter-attacking football when Siag got the goal, that was absolutely brilliant. So I believe that Kante can do really well in the FA Cup final because he's turning one into our best midfielders for Chelsea Football Club this season under Thomas Tuchel. So yeah, I'm really hoping that um, Conte and Kovacic will do well. Even though I think that Jorginho might start, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But we'll wait and see later today. Now we move on into the front three. Now for this one was really hard for me to pick because Mason Mount is turning one into one of our um, best players for Chelsea Football Club this season. But if you remember last season in the FA Cup final, Christian Pulisic was one of our best players for Chelsea Football Club. He was injured in the second half, and I was really, really worried if Christian Pulisic was continue. But for this one, I'm gonna put Pulisic yet again because I know he can do better in the FA Cup final because I trust him. Trust him that he can do really well, and I thought he was our better players against Arsenal. Even the goal, his goal was disallowed. I thought he was one of the best players against Arsenal. So yeah, so for me, Christian Pulisic starts for this game. Now the other now the two players left are Hakim Ziyech and Timo Werner. I know that I know that Hakim Ziyech can deliver well in big games, especially this one, and also Timo Werner. You know, even though that Timo Werner doesn't usually score goals, he's becoming one of the most Chelsea assists this season. I'm not sure how many assists he's got, but I think he's got the most assists out of the Chelsea player. So yes, even though he cannot score, Timo Werner, at least he can get an assist. So yeah, I believe that Timo Werner can get the assist for Hakim Ziyech's goal. So yes, I'm really confident that this will be the best starting lineup for Chelsea, and it has to be because if we want to be winning the FA Cup, we need to put on our best performances and make sure that we don't lose another FA Cup final, just like we did against Arsenal last season. So yes, here's my starting lineup. Let me know if you no, here's my predicted lineup, sorry. So let me know in the comments down below if you agree or disagree um of my predicted lineup. Now, let's move on into my prediction. So my prediction, for this one, I'm gonna go for Chelsea 1, Leicester City nil. Now, even though that sounds disappointing, like I said before in the Arsenal game, we are not clinical enough in the final third. So that's why this game, um, it's going to be tough because Leicester City are a really good team. But I'm confident that we can win the FA Cup final this time. You know, we should have done really well against Arsenal, but everyone says that, oh, I think Leicester City will do it because the way they beat United, the way Chelsea lost to Arsenal. For this one, we cannot afford to lose another FA Cup final. We need the silverware. We need it. This means so much to both teams, to both Chelsea and Leicester, because Leicester City are looking to win their first FA Cup FA Cup for the first time in like uh let's say like 48 years. So yes, this means so much for both of them. But for me, Chelsea needs to win it because if you want to be the best team in London, we need to win a trophy. Other teams don't want that to happen, but I want that to happen. So yes, so that's my prediction. Chelsea 1, Leicester City nil. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my prediction, or would you go for a different prediction? Let me know in the comments down below. So yes, this is it. This is Chelsea's chance to win the silverware in 2 years because the last time we done that was in the Europa League. Let's hope this season Thomas Tuchel could be the first German manager to win a trophy, and and to take Chelsea to the next level. Because in a couple of weeks' time, it's the Champions League final, so I'm looking forward to that one as well. But today, please, let's do this. Let's do this for the badge. Let's also do it for Mama Abramovich because he's counting on Thomas Tuchel. If we win both the Champions League and the FA Cup, that means we can have more money to spend on blind the players that should play for Chelsea Football Club next season, and that should be one of the best players in Europe, in the whole world, if you know what I mean. So yes, let's hope that our first aim is to win the FA Cup final today. I'm confident. I hope you guys as well. As you can see, as you're watching this video. So yes, of course there will be a live watch along as always. So make sure you watch out for that one. And if you don't want to miss that, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new. Make sure you hit the bell notification so that I never miss any of my content. And make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys later today for a live watch along. Come on, you Blues. Let's win the FA Cup final today. Let's do this. See you guys late very soon. Take care and peace.